these faces will know who I am, 'cause I'll be a superstar. Did you see me in the magazines? Tell me, what did you think of me? I'm a celebrity. Don't you know, yeah, I break all the rules, but I figure that's what stars are supposed to do. Just 'cause we're super cool. Don't you know, whatever time of day, be sure to find me in my designer shades. That's how I operate. Don't you know, if I had to do this all again, I wouldn't change anything. The ladies love me and the fans adore me. My super story is one with lots of money. When I become rich and famous, oh, these faces will know who I am, 'cause I'll be a superstar. Flashing lights and cover pages. Oh, these faces will know who I am, 'cause I'll be a superstar. No more lining up outside the club, straight to the door. Of course they remember me. I live in VIP. Don't you know, we got it fancy clothes. Paparazzi stalking me, 'cause the whole world knows this dude's about to blow. Don't you know, ain't got no need for game. Just say my name and all of the girls agree. They want a piece of me. Don't you know, if I had to do this all again, I wouldn't change anything. Ladies love me and the fans adore me. My super story is one with lots of money. When I become rich and famous, all these faces will know who I am, 'cause I'll be a superstar.
Good afternoon to you, dear listener out there. I want to say you're welcome to, good morning. I'm very sorry. Good morning to you, dear listener out there. I want to say you are welcome to a beautiful year, because, well, you permit me to say compliment of the season, because this is the first show, show Business Diet this year 2026. We have a brand new year on hand, and then we are welcoming our listener on the show this morning. The show is Business Diet with your dear friend on the radio, Akinwale, Aboluwade. Yes, on this beat, we are saying that you can entrust even your children to us, and then you feel safe while you also enjoy every program on this station, Wells Radio 89.3 FM along Alaafin Avenue, Oluyole Estate in the city of Ibadan. Well, this, as earlier heard, I want to say that Business Diet is the same name, but with different pattern. It is now a 30-minute show, but it's been so designed to be a small piece of meat that fills the mouth. Yes, a small piece of meat that fills the mouth. Yes, we are still going to read the news briefly. It's going to be more brief, and then we follow by analysis. But then we have added some other things that will make it more enjoyable and inviting for you. Well, we would like you to take advantage of what we have laid down for you on the show, part of which is, are you seeking employment and you don't know how to go about it? You can write us. Of course, you can write us. You can send text messages to us. You can send WhatsApp messages, and you can do that. And then maybe you have a business that you are struggling with. You need an idea of how to wriggle out of the challenges you are facing in your line of business. You need experts to advise you. We have you can reach us, and we will either advise you directly or connect you to an expert that can give you a lead on how best to practice your business. All these will be beneficial. So you can't afford to miss any edition of the show anymore, because it's all for you, and it is going to be helpful in your growth. This is a brand new year, as we say. I think you did your personal budget before January. I think you did personal evaluation too, especially regarding how you fare in the new year. This year has a lot of promises. I am not a prophet, but I know from every indices that this year lists a lot of promises on hand. And then it is going to be wiser for us to take advantage of what the year offers. So it is good to plan. Of course, it is too bad if you have not done your plan ahead, but then, don't lose hope. Start planning. Draw your plan today, tomorrow, and then begin to review it and subject it to prayers. I want to assure you that it's going to be a nice ride through 2026 for you and for me. Cheers. Now, let's start by reading the business and economic news, after which I hope that my analyst is going to be on air with me. We're going to connect via the telephone, and then we have some analysis, after which we're going to talk some more before I say bye for the day. Now, let's start with the business and economic news. First, the headlines. Debt by NNPC subsidiaries surged to 30 trillion naira. Reps release tax acts amid Gazette discrepancy claims. NRC records high passenger turnout after Yuletide half fair. Now the details. Debt by NNPC subsidiaries surged to 30 trillion naira. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, is facing intensifying financial pressure as mounting intercompany indebtedness from unviable and underperforming subsidiaries pushes total outstanding obligations to 30.30 trillion naira. The company's 2024 audited financial statements indicated that debt owed by the subsidiaries, joint ventures, and other related entities surged to 70.4%, or 12.52 trillion naira, rising from 17.78 trillion naira in 2023 to 30.30 trillion naira as of December 31, 2024. The sharp increase has reignited concerns over NNPC's liquidity management and long-term financial sustainability. An analysis of the audited accounts recently released by the National Oil Company shows that several core operating subsidiaries, particularly refineries, trading arms, and gas infrastructure units, were responsible for the bulk of the ballooning intercompany receivables. The report further revealed that out of NNPC's 32 subsidiaries, only 8 are not indebted to the parent company, leaving the majority weighed down by varying levels of intercompany debt. The development comes amid ongoing scrutiny of NNPC's balance sheet following the recent write-off of substantial debt owed to the Federation account, as well as the company's plan to divest non-core assets in line with its transition into a commercially driven and profitable national oil company. President Bola Tinubu had approved the cancellation of a significant portion of NNPC's liability to the Federation account, writing off about $1.42 billion and 5.57 trillion naira after a reconciliation of records between both parties. In addition, the company has commenced moves to sell stakes in some of its oil and gas assets as part of its broader restructuring agenda. Meanwhile, the group chief executive officer Bashir Bayo Ojulari, while announcing NNPC's 2024 financial results, disclosed that the company posted a profit after tax of 5.4 trillion naira on revenue of 45.1 trillion naira, representing increases of 64% and 88% respectively compared with 2023. Despite the strong headline performance, analysts note that the spike in intercompany debts to 30.30 trillion naira highlights the urgent need for a review of liquidity strategy and balance sheet management of if NNPC is to sustain profitability and successfully execute its planned divestments and reforms. Reps released tax acts amid Gazette discrepancy claims. The House of Representatives has released the certified true copies of the 4 Tax Reforms Act recently signed into law by President Bola Tinubu following public concerns over alleged discrepancies and the circulation of unauthorized versions of the law. The disclosure was contained in a statement issued on Saturday by the House of Representatives spokesperson Akinwale. He said the Speaker of the House, Tajuddin Abbas, ordered the immediate release of CTCs, including the endorsement and assent pages duly signed by the President for public record, verification, and reference. Rotimi explained that the decision, taken in consultation with Senate President Godswill Akpabio, was aimed at addressing allegations that versions of the tax laws in circulation differed from those passed by the National Assembly and assented to by the President. The controversy was first raised on the floor of the House by Abdulsalam Dasuki, PDP Sokoto, who alerted lawmakers to alleged inconsistencies between the tax bills approved by the legislature and the version subsequently gazetted and made public by the executive arm. Dasuki warned that such discrepancies, if left unresolved, could undermine legislative integrity and erode public confidence in the lawmaking process. His intervention sparked widespread debate within and outside the National Assembly, prompting calls from legal practitioners, tax experts, and civil society organizations for clarification and, in some cases, the suspension of the implementation of the acts. The committee has been mandated to investigate the circumstances surrounding the alleged alteration, determine how unauthorized versions entered circulation, and recommend measures to prevent a reoccurrence. NRC records high passenger turnout after Yuletide half fair. The Nigerian Railway Corporation (NRC) recorded a surge in passengers turnout across its operations corridors as the federal government's 50% Yuletide train fare discount ended on Sunday, January 4, 2026. The discounted fares, which were in place throughout the festive season, attracted thousands of passengers nationwide, further reinforcing rail transport as a safer and more affordable option during peak travel period. Finding shows that major stations experience sustained passengers traffic, with several trips on key routes operating near full capacity. Investigations reveal that multiple departures on the Lagos-Ibadan corridor ran close to full capacity during peak festive days, particularly between December 24 and January 1. NRC officials attributed the high turnout of fare reduction, improved service reliability, and increased security presence at stations. Passengers' movement remained steady along the Lagos-Ibadan, Abuja-Kaduna, and Warri-Itape standard gauge corridors, as well as on narrow gauge mass transit services. Orderly boarding process and largely punctual departure were recorded throughout the discount period. Officials of the corporation said the strong turnout reflected growing public confidence in rail transportation, especially against the backdrop of rising road travel costs and security concerns during the festive season. Many passengers described the half-fare initiative as timely relief that eased the financial burden of Yuletide travel while offering greater comfort and predictability. Before I end the business and economic news, here again are the headlines. Debt by NNPC subsidiaries surged to 30 trillion naira. Reps release Tax Act amid Gazette discrepancy claims. NRC records high passenger turnout after Yuletide affair. That ends the business and economic news. Now, dear listener, I would like you to join us in the studio for the conversation. We have just few minutes to go. To that end, please, we are going to make proper adjustment by next week. I did tell you that my guest analyst shall be on the show today, but for some technical reasons, we will not be able to handle that. But meanwhile, we would like you to call us in the studio. I told you earlier of the advantages you might derive from the newly packaged business diet. Now, the numbers to call are 0916 893 1000. Another number, 0915 3334 893. And then 0911 3333 893. So if you want to, you are a job seeker, you are looking for a job, and you have sent applications out, but you have not really gotten any invite, or you are just expecting some, or you just attended to some and you want more, you can call any of the studio lines, and or maybe send a text message to any of the studio lines, and then we'll try to see if we can get you connected. That is one of the advantages that you begin to derive on this show. Then, of course, if you are a practitioner, you are in a particular field of a human endeavor, and you are experiencing some challenges, it is better. There is this saying that a problem that is shared is half solved. You can always call us for advice. It is either you are advised on the desk of business directly, or we connect you to an expert who is going to advise you on solution. We have a caller in the house. Good morning, dear caller.
Good morning, Mr. Akinwale Aboluwade.
You're welcome, ma. Oh, good
I happen
morning.
to be someone you know.
Yeah, good morning, ma.
Yes, my name is Mrs. Olufumilade.
You're welcome. Hello, we advise you to tune down the volume on your set a bit so that all right. All right.
My name is Mrs. Olufumilade.
All right. You're welcome. It's been a while. Compliments of the season.
I wish you the same.
All right.
Today is just a day that I am so relaxed in front of my radio.
All right.
And I couldn't help but enjoy the news in brief.
All right. Thank you.
Just to call in to say hello.
All right. It's been a while and it's so exciting for me to receive your call this morning. Please, I want to ask you, what is your advice to dear listener as the new year opens regarding how to strategize on businesses? Regarding businesses, how to strategize as the year begins.
There's a cliche, a global cliche of a 2-year resolution that doesn't work for me anymore.
All right.
What I want to advise you here is that look at the previous year, do a check and balance, look for the losses you made, the opportunities you lost, the mistakes you made, the lessons you learned. And now starting this new year, don't put on elements of last year.
All right.
Enter this year intentionally with an agenda to work on your errors, your mistakes, because actually when we do those, we will get better results. Because the reason why last year had each height is because probably we lost some opportunities, we were not well informed, we lacked knowledge, we lacked information, we were not properly put through, probably put technical know-how. Okay. So if we are able to work on those areas, what I'm just saying is that whatever did not go right last year, it's good that we start this year on a clean slate.
All right.
Let's try and improve on those areas so that we can get better results this year, instead of making New Year resolutions without making any plans of how to achieve them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to get back to you after the show, definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And about our coming in-person meeting, I hope you are getting ready. You are our special.
Yes, this phone call is a way of letting you know that there will be more appearances, either physically or through mediums like this.
That is most welcome. Thank you.
All right, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Do have a great day.
Yes,
that advice is a lot. It's a lot for us, and I want each and everyone to take good note of that and then make use of the advice. She did say that there were mistakes made last year, business mistakes and other mistakes. Okay, look at the error of last year and then see how you can correct the errors. As you write the errors, then you are getting the correct result. So don't just do New Year resolution. Ensure that you follow the resolution with action. It is not about being so mouthy, talking about what I want to do, Begin to implement your plan. Okay? Personally, I keep livestock. I stocked since early December, and then I let it flow into this year, and then it's not just that I'm going to the market to buy now. No, I prepared ahead. So it's always good to prepare ahead. So now we don't have much time any longer on the show, but let me just pick on the highlight. Debt by NNPC subsidiaries soared to 30 trillion naira. It is not so encouraging that after the NNPCL had been built out of a huge amount of debt profile for the subsidiaries to still be weighing down the corporation. So let the management look at this. At least if it is personal business, you won't let your business go down the drain. So then Reps Release Tax Act amid Gazette discrepancy claims. Yes, let the reps look at that, and then we are happy about the improvement being made in the rail transportation. Good. So, well, it is on this note that we shall be calling it a day on Business Diet this week. Before I sign out, I want to say a big thank you to my producer, Toluwaleke Ali. I want to say a big thank you to the management of Wells Radio 89.3 FM and the engineering crew here. Dear listener, my advice to you, as I call it a day on Business Diet this week, is that you should face each day with courage. Be optimistic that your tomorrow will be better than your today, and be determined to better your today than your yesterday. Until next week when we meet on the show, I remain your dear friend on the radio, Akinwale Aboluwade. Cheers.
La 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 la. I'll be a superstar.